Hey guys, welcome back to Infinifactory. I've just been reading our magazine gift here from last time, Intercourse magazine. Very helpful tips that we'll never ever be able to use again. So let's see what we have here in the thing. We looked at this meat product type 57 last time, briefly. And what we have here is some sort of processing machine, which presumably will turn a meat source into a meat package as presented here. It looks terribly appetizing. And over here we have some nests, I guess. And things pop out of the nests and we can capture them with a pusher block. So we have to figure out some way to corral these little dudes and get them up into the processor. I'm suspecting they're not going to stay on a conveyor belt though. First of all, we can't actually get them over to a conveyor belt. Let's just see what happens there. I don't think that's going to work. Okay, well he does move on the conveyor belt, but then they can get right off of it if they want to, I think. They are drawn along the conveyor belt, but as soon as they're off, they do whatever the heck they want. So what if we just had this conveyor belt going along and did a little thing like that? Will that get you up here? We're going to lose a bunch of them if they won't get on the conveyor belt and stay. Oh, they're pushing each other now. They just get off the conveyor belt. Can they hop a block? This could get real expensive in terms of blocks. Or footprint at least, if not blocks. Can we put them in a maze, like? Rat in a maze kind of thing? Let's try this. Get down here. Okay. We're gonna have to make it long enough to know whether they can get out of it. Man, I hate using all these blocks. Our footprint is gonna be massive. Okay, let's try this. What happens now? Can you guys get out of that? Or do we have you corralled? They might be corralled. They'll probably get loose up here though, right? Oh, they're just sort of floating. Oh, but then they can come off. Alright, so we'll have to build like a tube to contain them, but it seems to be working. Alright, well, so if I can tap all three of these, get them into suitable chutes and up the hill here, we can hopefully get them into the system over there. All right, let me give that a go, and I'll be back because it's just going to be a lot of building of this stuff, so nothing new to see. Oh my goodness. All right, I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, well, here's what I got. So each of these holes has a pusher block and a sensor attached to it. I've tried to arrange the conveyor belts in as conservative a manner as I could. This has got to get here somehow, and I figured if it ran right by that hole we could just push them right out onto it. Then this one joins up with only 3 additionals. We have a huge footprint because of all this stuff we had to do. And then it seems to me like we build like a little pit for them to be in, and then we want a conveyor this way to take them into the processing plant. I guess we can go ahead and run this because I'm pretty sure it works. And we've seen how this behaves, right? So we're going to need like a pusher block and a sensor to get them onto that conveyor, I think. I don't think they'll do it themselves, although if we enclose this fully, I guess they'd kind of have to. But let's see how it works. Okay, they wind their way up there. They're falling back down, of course, but that's kind of okay. Can we save on blocks by not doing a pusher block? Oh, no, I don't want those actually on the ground there. I want them up at this level. We're going to want one right there. We're going to want them right there. Okay, one on top, like that. won't they have to stay where we put them if we do that? I think so. It's a bit of a pain to build. Hopefully it's okay to block the control panel over there. Alright. Will that get you guys up here? Alright, let's try it. Here they come. They're kind of getting stuck up there, so we're going to burn cycles unless we're pushing them, I guess, would be the answer to that question. So, easy enough to do, though. We can just stick in a sensor there, a pusher, no, a sensor here, and a pusher block here, and a conduit there. Okay, that should push them out onto the conveyor belt, where they do seem to be stuck. It seems like they don't have a lot of free will once on the conveyor belt. They can kind of go backward. Okay, and there come our meat packages. Alright, so we got that part solved. That was actually pretty easy. Dividing them into 5. Will that be hard? Quite likely. Quite likely. Stack up 5 and then push them out individually, or push them out like as a group maybe? Okay, let's try that. So if we do that, seems like the easiest thing to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we get to here, we have a sensor block that triggers, which then activates an awful lot of blocks. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Will I even be able to attach those pushers? Probably not. So let's put one underneath here for now. Okay, pusher block. Like that. Connect them up. We'll save ourselves a little bit of footprint with that. Okay, and now we're going to push them out onto conveyors. Like that. Okay, let's see if that works. I think it will. And then we just got them in home. 5. Yep. Okay, I think that's going to work. So we just need to get them here as quickly as possible. And I cannot get the R key down. Oop. Nope. Here. You know, if you click them, it actually picks up their orientation too, which is pretty cool. Okay, these we're going to start bringing down. 1, 2. So we need you to go there and you to go there. Okay, we can do that. Turn you. Turn you there. We're going to definitely get more in the first one than we do in the later ones. Well, no, I guess we're not. They're just going to still be some on the belt. We won't actually get more. We're only going to get 5 a go. Okay. Now, you going to work? Let's wait for the little chirpers to get there. They come. And they're getting packaged up and distributed. Excellent. That looks about right to me. It's actually a pretty clean machine, considering some of the crazy contraptions we've been building. Cycle score, crazy low, 225, very nice. Low end of the footprint score and low end of the block score. I like it. We can probably get cycles down even further, though, if we increase the input rate. Let's try it again. Just gonna run it. Here they come. Zippy, zippy, zippy. They're very fast. Can we do max, I wonder, on this? We might be able to. There's no, like, part dependencies. 225, now 231. What? It was more cycles? Why was it more cycles? I'm a little mystified by that one, but whatever, it doesn't matter. We made it. Let's see what relaxant formula 13.
Oh, I've got it. We have visual.
What the? Okay. Yeah. Right. Didn't see anything. I'm sure I didn't see anything. That must have been what Crazy Girl was talking about. What is this? A tree? That is a tree of some sort. Some weird alien tree. Okay. What do we got in the boxes over here? Unidentifiable objects. I cannot tell what they are. We have yet another processing machine. We do have some instructions here. So what do we got? Okay. He doesn't know what that is, and neither do I. But it looks like if it sits there on that machine, and we put in the leaf blocks on that tree into the top of it, 3 of them, we get a filled, is it like juicing them or something, and it's filling that up? And then what the heck is this? This is tree trunk? The filled container and then like a top on it? Okay, let's go see the parts now. Yeah, that must be the top. And that must be the container. So container top and the juicer. And it looks like the juicer can't, or the juice container can't have the top on it when it's getting juiced. What's down there? Anything? Sorry, gotta look around, see if we find any secrets. Oh, I didn't realize. There's actually ground down there. I'm surprised by that, sort of. Any secrets anywhere? I'm not seeing any. No, don't think there are. I really do kind of wonder what happens if you go really far outside the boundaries. Ooh, that's a scary place. Alright, let's run this and see what happens with the tree. Okay. Are we going to get more trees? Yes, we do get more trees. And then over here, we're getting tanks and tops. Alright, my guess is we're going to have to grind that tree into pieces. Let's stop the play and look and see if we have anything new. We don't have anything new, but we have eviscerators, so I'm guessing we're going to have to just chop that thing to shreds and somehow capture its pieces and get them over to here. Alright, well, looks like I got a lot of work in front of me to do that. Getting these things in here should be fairly easy. So I think maybe we better start on the tree, because I'm really not sure what to do. We have to save 1 piece of wood at least. Since they're giving us multiple trees, I don't think we're supposed to get everything out of one. And the thing about the eviscerator is it destroys a block. So it doesn't just slice like between 2. It has to be 3 wide in order to save a strip of 2. And in order to divide that up, you'd have to take another slice out. So it's a pretty destructive device for cutting apart an object. We don't have anything like a nice knife that would give us all of these leaves. We're going to lose, well, I guess a third at least of the leaves. Maybe more. I don't know how big this is. Well, okay, we can see it's 4 by 4. Oh yeah, so there's not even any good way we can slice it. We're going to have to cut it there and there to get 2 of those slices, and then there and there to get 2 of those slices. That would give us 4 pieces of it, and it's what, too high? Hard to say. I think too high. So we really are going to have to just get rid of a whole slice there. So we can get 4 blocks out of it, out of each tree. That's all we can get. We could get more wood, it looks like. I think we have to cut these branches off. And we could get 1, 2, 3 maybe pieces of wood out of that. So 3 pieces of wood and 4 leaves is all we could get, I think, in my rough analysis here. But the thing is that these things seem to come out at a ratio of the right amount per 1 tree. So I think we're meant to waste a lot of material here. I'll go to work and see what I can come up with, and I'll come back when I figure something out. See you guys soon. Okay guys, so I've been working on the tree just a little bit, and so essentially what we're doing, using a whole lot of these eviscerator things. I'm sure there's a fancier way to do it, but this is brute force. We're taking away every bit of the tree except for this bottom block here. Up here we're destroying everything over to the right over here. It's wasteful, but then we bring hole through this whole slice here, pass it all the way over, drop it down, cut out the left half of it, and then we take one notch out of it. So it leaves us with 3 leaves. But as I did this, I realized we don't need a block of 3. We need 3 separate leaves. So I'm going to have to handle the top of the tree differently. But let's watch this work. Falls down, takes out 1 notch, which would be great if all we needed was a block of 3, but we don't. We need 3 separate leaves. So I gotta have a rethink about how we get that. So, but I do know that all of this goes away, and we have to handle the tree top somewhat differently. I'm not sure exactly how differently. Here's a problem. So if we do it this way, wait, will it continue to pull through if I put a... Let's just try this here. The problem is that it stops, right? Watch, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, gotta have a support here. There we go. Okay, yeah, that stops. So we need to bring that one forward. Can we do it with a block there? I think we probably can. Put that there, get rid of that. Will that still work? Yeah, there we go. So we get 2 of these now. If we take this off to the side, or better yet, even put it into the middle so we don't take it further out. That's our block of wood right there. And then we need to do something with this guy. So we've got clearance to here. Here's our block of wood is under that. So what we need to do is use this to slice our tree top. So where can we take that out at? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Let's just build a full conveyor. Okay, no, we already got one there. Let's do that, and then let's put a couple of blocks at the end to collect so we can see easily what we're getting out of it. There we go. Okay, so if that's right, we should get 2 slices out on those platforms. We do. Okay. And why don't we go ahead and bring this forward just so we can see it. There we go. So what we want to end up with is 3 leaf blocks and 1 of these. However, we got to do it. Alright. Well, they're falling down right here, so if we have a... It's only too tall. So we do need to slice it across. So we could slice 1 of them across right here. Okay, I'm completely ruining that idea. Let's put it down there. If we put a slicer... Actually, we can do a slicer on bottom and there. I'm curious what happens with that. I think we're going to take a slice out of the bottom on one side and the top on the other. Okay, so that leaves us with 7. If we cut that 3 in the middle, it's actually more than we need, isn't it? Let's see what happens if we slice here as well. 1, 2... Okay. That's got us down to 2, but they're connected. We don't want that. Hang on. Oh, they're not connected. Okay. Pause. They're not connected. So now if we just shave 2 off of part of this, we'll be good, I think. So let's try that. Like that? I don't know. Does that work? Oh, no. Okay, it doesn't come far enough forward, so we could put it here, maybe? Let's try that. Yes. Yes. We got 3. Okay, good deal. I guess it's a 3. That takes an awful lot of machinery to get there, though. But at least it's working. Okay, we got the right ratios. Now we need to pipe them over and get them into that container over there. So where can we start doing that? I guess we can start doing it right here. And it's perfectly fine, I think, if they all just run into the same conveyor belt. I'm worried about overflow, although I think the one in back is only bringing 1, so we ought to be okay. Let's see if that's gonna work. 1, 2, 3. It'd be nice if we could take it over the roof and drop it in, but I don't think we can. Okay. Do we get 3 blocks? We do get 3 blocks. Oh gosh. Tell me they don't have to be like the inside blocks or something crazy like that. I hope not. I certainly hope not. Let me get it over there and get it dropping into that thing, and then let's try to get this container we have to fill in there as well. I guess I'll go ahead and route these other 2 blocks in there just so that we have them in the right spot. So give me a few minutes to do that. Alright, well, here's our top, middle, and bottom of the stack. Here's our trees coming in, so let's run it and fast forward a lot until everything starts going in. Yeah, okay, those guys are coming in the right place. These guys are dropping in but not getting processed. Okay, does it need to have the tank on there to get processed? Probably, so let me bring that around. Alright, there's that. I foresee a problem here. All of these are at the same level. We're going to end up with some clearance problems, possibly. I might want to just get them to their proper levels. I'm not sure. But let's try this. Come our leaves. There's our tank. And, yeah, it looks like it's full. Okay, so I guess we can take it this way. It needs to come up 1 block. So I guess we can do that with a lifter block. We're going to need lifters and pushers. We're not going to need a turner, I don't think. I don't think anything has a specific orientation, does it? I guess we're not going to know unless we get the blocks out here to look at. I think it's going to be okay, though. So let's get a lifter down. And then we're going to have to... we can just do it right here, right? At least not increase our footprint any more than we have to. We need to get it onto this level. Wait, this will be the base. This will be where we need the thing to be. Yeah, that's right. So if we can push it onto there, that'll be perfect. And we can do that with a pusher block right there to give it a nudge, and that's in the way. Maybe not. Maybe not. Can... Oh, nothing has to actually slide across there. We were just building a support system, right? So, actually, this should be fine right here. Yeah, and I don't think we need that. I think this pushes it out of the stream of the lifter, so I don't think we need that block. Doesn't matter, but might as well. Okay, let's see how this works. Oh, there's nothing to push it out of there. Alright, have to work on that. Not sure what the signal would be. I suppose the signal could be that there's a block of wood here. Yeah, possibly, but how do we get the conduit over there? Yeah, I don't know. Let's try that. Let's try getting the block of wood over there. Yeah, I foresee some serious problems here, though, with clearances. Because if we're super lucky, right, this will just run over the top. Actually, it may not even work. No, it won't work. Of course it won't work. Because it's got to come up, or this block can't run. Dang, okay. that's a problem. Do we lift the conveyors beforehand? Well, the wood block is easy, actually. We can lift that up ahead of time. It actually makes more sense to bring this in on the bottom, but whatever. It may all work out in the end. We got to lift something, right? So this one's already lifted for clearance purposes, at least. So we can bring it in here, run it over the top of that one for a while to save on... Oh, and actually, I didn't even think about that. We can save on footprint a lot. Oh, and then the next one will push it. Durr. Saves us that anyway. Well, that seems slightly more clever than I was being a minute ago. No, we need it like that. We need it like that. Okay, so this second tank is going to push it out as long as we don't have a backup of anything. This is going to push it onto there, whether there's a wood block or not, but we'll have to figure that out later. So I'm not going to bother with it, but I am going to see if this works for filling. So, fast forward. Are we going to fill? Tank gets in place. There we go. I think it's filling them. Yeah, I think they're getting full. So we need to bring the wood in here. I can go ahead and leave it high, though. There's no point in dropping it. Except, can we fit... How tall is this? 1, 2... Yeah, we can't fit another one in there. What I would do is rebuild this to be one higher so we can double footprint. Yeah, let me do that. Okay, check this out. I lifted this up as high as it'll go. Got the wood coming in right below it. Well, almost right below it. We bring these into line here. So we're saving on footprint through here a little bit and through here a little bit. Not so much here, but... I don't know what I can do about that. I mean, I guess I can cut it down to 2 blocks by putting them there. Is that still supported? I guess it's supported. It's connected to that. I can't put one in there. Although I could run it forward. Actually, here, we can save the whole thing. I know I'm probably getting obsessed about footprint score, but then again, you know, this is how you start to optimize stuff. So now we didn't add anything to footprint to support that. Now the problem is, by raising this, apparently I've delayed the leaves somewhat. So if we watch, it looked like the container didn't get full. But there goes our wood block dropping into place. Yeah, that didn't get full. I think it's missing one. The second one did, though. It's like leaves are out of whack. Are we losing a leaf back here maybe somehow? Am I dropping a leaf? Let's watch, because it's almost like we didn't get 3 that first time through. 1, 2, 3. Okay, they're all coming. My guess is that the tanks came too quickly. 1, 2, 3. Yep, the tank comes just a bit too quickly. So we need to delay it somewhere where it won't cause us a problem. My gosh, can't get out of here now. Alright, well. A little bit of footprint increase, but we could always make it wait for the next one. That would ensure that it would be delayed. Let's just try that, because you know what? It's just a second timing thing. It's really, really close. So let's try it. Okay, there's a tank. There go all the leaves. Tank gets pushed and welded. So now, what we don't need to have happen is to have that second thing fall on top of there. So we need a sensor... Where? I reckon we need maybe what we need is a conveyor here. blocker block there. And then a downward facing sensor. No, it can't be there. It has to, actually it can be there. It just has to face forward. That will know. It'll get triggered when there's a block there. That will release. And so that means that when the next block comes, this ought to get forward along. Okay, let's put another thing there. This may very well slide us out to here, which would be fine, I guess. Let's try that, actually, and see what happens. Come along, please. Okay. Yeah. That worked, but then the pusher re-extended and pushed this block off, so that's not going to work. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Alright, well, needs a bit more work. What if it did it... Can we make it so that it does it here? There's one too high. Can we bring it around back? I hate to extend it like this, but for now, let's just see if this works even. What if we detect when a block passes here instead? Alright. Run, fast forward. Gonna run out of time for this nonsense. That didn't work. It didn't work at all. Because it triggered it. Yeah, you know, I'm not real sure. Let me work on this quite a bit off camera, but now it's pretty straightforward what has to happen at least. I just need to work out the timing and all. So I'll come back and show you guys my solution when I have it. See you soon. Oh my gosh, guys, so much fiddling. This is really not an economical design in terms of blocks. But let's see what happens. So we got our tree, comes through, we take one block from it, we get 3 blocks of leaves. So that's all we need to get from that. The wood carries on that way. Tanks are going there. These guys are getting delayed a little bit. I had to just kind of adjust this until it worked for me. I tried all manner of sensors and pushers and blockers, and it just didn't work. So they get delayed a little bit, brought over here, lifted up, shunted onto this, and then dropped on top, hopefully. The wooden blocks come in here, get dropped at the bottom. The tanks come here, get filled up by the leaves, dropping in there, get slid over here, lifted up, slid into place at the second level, and then right then the top comes on, and the next wooden block comes over and pushes the whole thing forward. I had like a delayer that would hold this block from coming while there was a block sitting here, and then I was trying to keep this from going. I was finally getting them welded together, but then I had them stuck on here because I had an active conveyor instead of a block here, and I just had a blocker block here waiting for this to trigger, and that didn't work. It wasn't opening long enough to get them through, so and I couldn't put the sensor here. I guess I could have put it here, but then it would have attached to that. I could do this further back. But in any case, it works, so let's watch it. There comes the tank getting filled. Block falls into place. Filled tank gets welded on. The top comes down on top of it, and it slides into place and ups our score. So let's go ahead and finish it, see how badly I did on footprint and block score. And maybe cycles too. Yeah, cycles are looking kind of really bad, although I think we can up the input rate. Oh, well, actually, it's not too bad. Cycles are, you know, slightly worse than average. Actually, quite a bit better than average on footprint score, and I guess that's probably from running conveyors over the top of each other, and then block score kind of in the middle of the average. Interesting. I'm sort of surprised by that. I would have thought that that was less than average, but worse than average, but maybe not. So let's see if we can up the rate. Is it still going to maintain time? No, it's not going to maintain time. Okay. That's one of the first ones I've done that hasn't maintained time on the higher input rate. But we got it done, And next we have Terrestrial Drone Meat Product Type 101, Aero Combat Shuttle, and Performance Review. And then I think we are done with the game. So I'm a little sad about that, but I'm also happy to finish it. So I'll see you guys for the next one. I don't know if we'll get all 3 of these done. I don't think so. I'm guessing they're going to get complex, but we'll see. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.